Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Call it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a handoff looking right. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
50, 180. Right, 58, right there. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Everyone, you got it. What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check back, check back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
2 for 1. Under 10.
Back to throw. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Third and long. It's gone. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mayfield to throw it. Washington's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
What? Like 20? Listen. Check 55 to Mike. Check 50.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Goff now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go tonight. 180. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ric Flair.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go.
Goff now looking to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Fighting through, he's got space. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
65. 65.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill. Turn up. DC.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Gurley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
180! Now you want!
Looking to throw on second down. Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
180! Gotcha.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, 5. 40's Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game.
But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Steelers.
Set, 180. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 7. Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. I got one.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Set, 180. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Mayfield looks to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Hunter Renfro, 33 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Steelers 21, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
To throw is gone. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10.
You got nothing. What's that? Check right, check right. Watching you find. You. Shit. Super. Shit. What's that?
Out of the gun. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the Steelers 42-yard line.
Pull it high. 2 up.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Tiger. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Who that? Check. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 55.
They go ahead and snap it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On first down, it's Gurley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. They can't hang with us.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Goff now to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, Shell.
Here we go on 4th. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 79 yards.
First down,
a real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 14-yard line.
Point it right.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, baby.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late.
33-yard attempt.
Win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.